Welcome to Deep Thought. Check out Prodigy, the comic book. Right? Now, I had to put that comic book part in there, right? And you see it in the thumbnail. I had to put that in because we got that movie out with some demon kid called Prodigy, too. It's basically, you know what, is both of them about it, like some super intelligent people, right? Now, Prodigy is deep because he got this brother, right? This brother who was pretty much a genius from childhood. This dude speaks multiple languages, smart, can figure out everything. I mean, I got 3 issues of it so far. Dude just won $1 million in a poker. He needed to make $1 million real quick. He just got in a poker game and stuff. I mean, this dude is deep. I mean, they start out, they show this dude, he like scoring a winning goal in a polo game at this prep school, right? And, you know, these 3 white guys like beat him up. So that dude spent the weekend watching martial arts films. He was able to master their moves that came back and messed them up. That dude as a child performed open heart surgery on somebody. I'm like, wait a minute. He performed open heart surgery. His father, I don't know, they ain't really get into this part. His father pretty much got mad at him for something, disowned him, said, this your inheritance, gave him a quarter. This little dude talked about, I'll have it at $1 billion by the end of the year. I was like, my man, right? He was on some limitless stuff, but he was apparently born with it or something. And you know what? I'm saying check it out, and I'm going to get more into that tomorrow, just human potential and what intelligence really should be doing, right? Because I like it, I like it for several reasons, right? One, I like the image of a black male, right? I like the image of a black male just being super intelligent, but also a physical person, like athletic, able to kick ass, you know, like, I don't know, he's like, shit, James Bond, MacGyver. Who else is super intelligent? I don't know. But you don't get that, you don't really get that image too much, right? Especially of black males. Usually black males, when you get the image, is usually the, you know, the muscle. You know, the muscle, the fighter. Even in that Black Panther movie, right? Even in the Black Panther movie, which I thought was, I didn't think it was interesting, but that might have been the sole criticism I had of the movie, right? The sole criticism. Because, like, in Black Panther, right? And y'all know how I do. I go off on tangents on my Deep Thought videos. But in Black Panther, you're talking about a dude who, in the comics, is like a super genius. This dude is like a super genius, right? And yet in the movies, he's just basically muscle, right? You can even make an argument he wasn't even that much of a leader. He was just muscle. He was just muscle, you know. You know, the Black Panther in the comics was like, he was the one inventing everything and a fighter. But then you get the different image and stuff. And there was another character. See, I don't know, on the CW, I don't watch like the Arrow shows, but they say they had a character, Mr. Terrific. Now, in the comics, Mr. Terrific was a genius, right? But one thing they did, I think someone said they made him gay or something in this one. And inherently, you know, it is what it is, but it was just like, you know, you always get that image of something to diminish a black male image like that when you show him hitting on all cylinders. Right? When you show that type of male, it's like you gotta say, okay, we gotta take something away from him. He can't be like he can't have all these things, so let's take something away from it. And that's a usual thing. That's a usual thing with those characters. And it's interesting. And you know what I find funny? Because this character, Prodigy, is actually written by a white guy. And it's funny, you can get some white guys who just like, we don't give a shit. We're going to make this character, we're going to make him black, and we're going to make him a full human being, right? And you know, then that's what I was like, okay, I can get with that. I can get with that. So this dude, this dude is kick ass. Just, you know, check it out. Think just about the concepts, because I was looking at a lot of stuff he did, and I was like, you know, that's plausible. That's plausible. Like in one scene, he did like a trick with chi, right? And it would seem like science fiction, except I know people can do tricks with chi. And in fact, the U.S. government had tried to study like some of those, like what we would consider new age techniques and stuff. There's hold on. There's actually a book that talks about it. The book is called The Secret History of the U.S. Government's Investigations into Extrasensory Perception and Psychokinesis. And I was like, oh, okay. I'll put a link in the description box. But they, you know, this talked into chi and stuff. And I know through ways I can't discuss publicly, the government definitely did that, even beyond what's said in this book, right? So yeah, check that out. Support that, because one of the things is that image needs to be supported. That even if it's in comics, you need to support that. And I'm seeing a bit more of that image, but unfortunately, it hasn't truly made it to the silver screen, because I'd love to see a character like that, just a badass character, brother. You think about it, because one of the things too, there's always been something against showing an intelligent black man. And that's why I'm even talking about it here. It's like, or if you do show it, he can't be like a fully realized sexual type of being. Like this science fiction writer I know, I'm not gonna call his name because I don't know if he wants his name mentioned on his channel. I talked to him about it, but he had talked about a black science fiction writer. Some people might even know who I'm talking about. He had mentioned that several times, like you would have like a black male image in some of these movies and TV shows, but they would never show him fully, like as a fully realized man. Like if you look at somebody like James Bond, he gets the woman, or like that lead always gets the woman, right? And if you think back to it, how often do you really see that? I mean, really, even in Black Panther, I give him that. I was like, whoa, man, a black man and a black woman actually kissed. Wow. It's like, dang, the hero, the black man, the hero got the woman at the end. So now I don't know if that might be one thing they do in this comic. I don't know yet. He does have like a you know, kind of a female co-star, white female at that. Anyway, right. But I don't know where they'll end up. Does he get the girl at the end or whatever? Right. So it's like, but you know what? Getting back to the intelligent part, that's a good thing to show. Why not? And I've actually talked about kind of that on my men's channel, the whole genius Bruiser thing, because this ain't a scrawny dude either. So, you know, this dude, I mean, man, this dude machine gunned some sharks. Felt bad about it, but he machine gunned some sharks. I'm like, man, my man, like deep buffed, got all this going on, kicking ass. Shoot, man, I love that image. Hopefully, it'd be nice if somebody optioned that film, because it'd be something to see. And I always said that. That's why I had talked about the whole concept of the genius Bruiser. You know, that dude who, you know, physically, you got that physical thing going, but also intelligent, right? It'd be great. It'd be great if there was a movie made about that, you know? In fact, since people know I'm a big fan of some people know I'm a big fan of the Star Trek's Khan Nooney and Singh. You know, when they remake it a third time, since they can't seem to make, you know, Khan an actual Indian, they can make him a brother this time. Anyway, check out Prodigy, the comic book. I'll put a link in the description box for that as well. So anyway, that's it for now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.